You know what's cool? Pets. You know what's even cooler than pets depending on the type of person you are? Rideable pets. But do you know what's even cooler than that? Rideable pets that are nearly the size of buildings. I hope your day is going fine, and welcome to my first figure review that's not Transformers related since the first one. It's McFarlane Toys, Appa, and Mutant Rhino because I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. I'm sure we're all aware of what Avatar The Last Airbender is, right? Well, for those who aren't, it's a cartoon where four nations lived together in perfect harmony until one of them decided they had a bigger Wii remote than the rest of them, so they decided to attack. One day, two residents of the Water Nation find a bald kid in an iceberg who's destined to save the world because his job is to moderate the balance of the real and spirit world. Thus, he's named the Avatar. They're constantly chased by a banished prince with a scar, blah blah blah. 2 seasons and a failed invasion later, the best finale in cartoon history takes place, and Nickelodeon hasn't made anything equal to it or the show as a whole ever since. The show did have some action figures to his name, but it's only recently when companies started to give us physical representations of the characters. Unfortunately, I find most of them to seesaw between mediocre and unbearable, these two being on the edge of both as they share one major issue that freezes my blood colder than Aang before the first episode's events. But before I chew them out, the painting and sculpting are nothing less than phenomenal. Appa's fur is extremely detailed and feels like it can shed off at any time. And the Rhino's horns are shit. Appa also has an opening mouth, which feels satisfying to open and close. Just don't stare at him for too long, as the face sculpt will remind you of someone you know in a few uncanny ways. The Rhino's hands, paws, again, technically not a real-world rhino, but I'm not sure what you would actually call these. But whatever these hand-like things are, they're oddly comfortable to place on your cheek because of the way they're curved. But do you know what's not satisfying? The fact that these cost $20 each at retail and have no articulation to speak of. Well, in terms of their legs at least, because their heads rotate, and Appa has tail movement that pops off the minute you decide to lift it higher than it can go. Now, I'm sure beasts with limited articulation is fine for you guys. In fact, they've been a thing since the dawn of time, and certain designs won't lead themselves to easy movement. But I'm gonna be honest, I think non-posing figures are worthless, and if I'm gonna buy something that just stand there, I might as well just buy a statue. And even then, I still wouldn't tolerate it, because wouldn't it be cool to display these guys in honest-to-God flying or running poses? Or to just stop-motion animate them doing anything but just being a paperweight? Oh, and speaking of weight, did McFarlane, Aang eat Sokka, Toph, and Katara? And if so, who did they eat? Because Aang's fatness is about to make Appa crash harder than the... Okay, no really, this is a product shot and I don't have any other McFarlane figures.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Wow! But even then, I can proudly say the fact that Appa can't hold more than one character on his nicely sculpted backsack is pathetic, and they should have made him bigger. Not only so they can put in some goddamn leg articulation, but for a more show-accurate display. But as he is, the only thing that'll be sitting in here are Team Imaginext or Team Lego minifigs. This is less of an issue for the Rhino because it's a damn Rhino. But do you know what is an issue? No leg or tail articulation? No leg or tail I don't know why I'm shocked. Let's just get to my final thoughts. Overall, I might be a bit more harsh than I should be, as these are very nice statue pieces that'll spruce up any Last Airbender themed display you want to put them in. Unfortunately, it wouldn't scale accurately in Appa's case, and my main issue is that these guys are not stop motion friendly. So of that, I can only recommend these if you find them for half the price, because if you buy them for normal, you're getting scammed. Here's hoping the eventual figure of June's Beast will learn from these two's failures. Please press the like and subscribe buttons if you want to see more videos like this, and follow me on other platforms for other exclusive content. Thank you all for watching, and until we meet again, may whatever time or place treat you well.